Welcome to When Spirits Speak with Steffanie Damboise. Steffanie has always been gifted, but it wasn't until her 20s that spirit began guiding her to her new path, being led from one piece of the puzzle to the next. Steffanie found herself moving from meditation to mediumship classes. Join her now as she connects you with spirit and past loved ones and teaches you how to tap into your own gifts as an empath, healer, and intuitive. Now your host, Steffanie Damboise.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. You are listening to me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on When Spirit Speaks on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And tonight I have my friend Alyssa O'Mara here with me.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Yay. So I kind of just got back from vacay. I wasn't here last week. Sorry to all my peeps, at least my Facebook peeps. But yeah, I'm back. I'm here.
Are you feeling rested and rejuvenated, or are you feeling like you overwhelmed yourself with stuff first right out of the gate when you got home and now you need a vacation?
Yeah, totally like needed today off. My brother got married on Friday, and then I had a friend's birthday party on Sunday. Then my niece got baptized on Sunday. So it was just this like boom, 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 boom. I was ready to sleep Sunday night. I can't even remember what day. So today's Monday, and then some people had the day off because of school and snow and stuff. So that was nice for them.
Yeah.
I had the day off as well. So I slept a lot today. It was nice and regrouping for the week. So
well, sometimes you need those days. And I think that it's so important to honor when you need those days. And we, especially I find like women who are entrepreneurs and like really busy, we get so hard on ourselves. Like, oh, I'm not supposed to take a day and just rest on the couch or nap or anything like that. Because there's so much to do. But like the reality is you just take the nap. It'll be better in the long run. You'll get more done tomorrow.
Yeah, that's something. Today. Yeah, I've definitely been working on. And it's a little easier, obviously, because I don't have children or anything. But I'm like, yeah, I am gonna take a nap. Although I thought about it, and then I didn't take a nap today. But I slept in. I slept in pretty well. But it was just like more like I had a meeting with a friend this morning. It was just like a phone call. We were gonna do a phone reading, and I messaged her. I was like, hey, I gotta sleep in tomorrow, girl. And she was like, no worries, obviously. So that was good. But I made the choice, to be like, no, I need to sleep in.
Yeah.
And take care of myself a little bit. And then her and I can chat, do the reading any other time.
I think it's nice. And you and I had talked about this before, actually, like the other day, not on the air, but just that as you like open your circle up and draw more like conscious people into it, it makes it so much easier. Like you don't feel like you need to have an excuse. You don't need to force yourself to do things. You don't need to come up with a million reasons why you can't do something. You're just like, yeah, man, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sorry, but we'll do it another day.
Yeah, I was supposed to. Okay. Yeah. I was supposed to get together with my friend Jessie in a couple of Saturdays or something, and she was just like, "Hey, want to be open and honest?" Just blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Yes, please, perfect."
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
Joey's choking everyone.
I'm like, I look at you, you're laughing. I'm over there, he's laughing. I don't know what's happening. As long as we're all laughing, it's really all that matters.
Like my man. I don't know what it was. Oh, he choked on his tea.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I know CPR, so we're good. Yeah. So I totally lost track. But that's cool.
But yeah, just honoring yourself and knowing that you don't need no is an acceptable answer. And I have found at least like you're welcome. If I'm canceling plans at the last minute, which I try not to do, but like everybody has a moment or a day where you have to do that. So when I do that, I tend to just assume that like the person on the other end is feeling the same way.
Yeah.
And also has other stuff they need to do or needs to rest or something. It always works out. Like nobody's ever mad.
Yeah, exactly. No. And I, the plans we had, I was like, you know what, that's perfect. Cause my day is booked like for her and I, and now she's not going to come with me, but I can still do, like, I can still go to this place or I can see, like whatever. So it's kind of like, okay, cool. No worries. Not that I would have been mad anyway, but exactly. So it's good. Take some time for yourselves, especially after long, busy weekends, if you can, I guess, right? Even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's a good life thought for all of us. That's what we'll be teaching people today. Take time for yourselves.
Yeah, that's so important. I used to ask all my clients at the salon, every person who sat in my chair, I had 2 questions I asked them. The first thing when they sat down was, what's the most amazing thing that's happened to you since the last time I saw you? And the second question is, what are you doing every week for an hour at least that's just for you? Because and you would be amazed, like 90% of people the first time I would ask that question would be like, nothing. Yeah, nothing. I don't do anything for myself. I watch TV. I'm like, nope, doesn't count. You can't say that, but it's yeah, it's fascinating. We get wrapped up in life and we forget that life isn't life. Life is life. And
Yeah.
we need to take that time.
I actually think I'm going to, I was thinking about, I don't know if we talked to you about this, getting rid of my TV.
Yeah.
Talking about getting rid of my TV. Yeah. And I think I might. And then Ash Wednesday is this Wednesday, and I'm going to give up TV.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's my goal. I'm like, you know what? I've done it before. I'm not drinking right now because I started this new little plan, which we can talk about in a bit. But yeah, because I usually give up alcohol. So this time I can't do that. So I'm like, you know what? I just try to do something every Lent and get rid of. I don't know. It's helpful. I need something.
Yeah, I mean, it's an honorary thing that you do, right? Like it's something for spirit and for yourself.
Yeah, and I need an excuse, which is horrible, but
you know what? It's good. I mean, I used to do stuff like that. I might be moving at some point soon, and my parents, we were talking about stuff in a storage unit. My dad was like, "Your huge TV's in there." I'm like, "I don't want it. I truly don't want it." I lived for almost 3 years with no TV, and it was like the happiest, healthiest, most productive human I had ever been. And I tell people that all the time when anyone in my life is like unhappy or depressed or miserable or whatever you want to say, just feeling exhausted or drained, I'm like, turn your big blue box off and stop drinking alcohol.
Right.
If you can do that for 30 days, you will completely reset your system.
No, I totally agree with that. And I did reset for a little while there, at least for my alcohol. And then I don't even watch the TV anyway. So, and then like the only time I turn it on is like when the kids come over, and then that's kind of just horrible in itself. So it's like, maybe I could do something different when they come over.
Yeah. Do you wear orange glasses when you watch TV? Do you wear the blue light blocking glasses?
No.
Oh, I'm going to get you. You look like a crazy pants, but I'm going to get you on that train. Like the biohacking, just because the blue light is so bad for you from like not only your cell phone, like, the night light on your cell phone.
Yeah.
So there are apps that are even darker orange than that, but they sell these blue light blocking glasses that look like orange aviators or old Nana sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
Kind of,
cool. Yeah.
Right. And I would wear them. I wear them over my regular glasses. And when I'm watching TV or using my laptop at night, they block the blue light, because the blue light that's in all these electronic devices actually tricks, like it affects your cornea and your eye and your retinas, and it tricks your brain into thinking it's noontime all the time. So when your body and your brain are supposed to be shutting down, and like as the sun sets naturally, because we have screens going all the time, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and your eyeballs are telling your brain like it's the middle of the day, stay awake. And really, it's not supposed to. So
I know that makes total sense. Everybody keeps telling me to like get up in the morning, get up when the sun comes up, and then go to. And I'm like, I can't do it.
It takes some practice, but it is,
you guys.
It is great, like to get up and catch that sunrise and like start your morning there. And it's amazing how fast you transition into that routine. Like all of a sudden, you do that a few days in a row, and all of a sudden you're like, I think 7 p.m. sounds like a great bedtime.
Oh gosh, I just like I feel like it sounds amazing, but I'm like a second shifter for life. I'm a night owl.
All right. That's okay. You're allowed to be.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I like, I don't know. Like, I'm up till
like 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, like not every night now, but especially the other night I was going to go to bed at 7 p.m. actually after like wedding baptism weekend. Then I was like, no, I'm going to stay up and watch stuff. So, so if you are just tuning in with us, you're listening to me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on When Spirit Speaks on WSMN 1590, Nashua source for news and talk radio. And I'm here tonight with my friend Alyssa O'Mara, sorry.
O'Mara's fine.
I want to say O'Mara every time.
That's how I say it. It depends on who you talk to with my family. I say O'Mara most of the time.
Oh, do you?
I should correct people if they say O'Mara.
I thought you said O'Mara earlier.
Well, you said O'Mara earlier, and I said...
I thought you said it earlier, because you said it earlier, and then I paid attention to that.
Oh.
Well, weird.
It's all right. I think of O'Mara as having the E in it. That's why. But it's okay.
And then I want O'Mara to have 2 R's in it, but it doesn't.
Maybe it did at one point. We don't even know. My dad's dad was adopted. Who knows?
Oh my gosh. We're just changing it now. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm like, no, I swear to God, you said it earlier. And then I listened. I specifically listened just so I could pronounce your name properly.
It's fine.
Nobody ever pronounces mine right. So
damn boys.
Yeah, I know. It's really easy, but especially if you know me. And then it's even funnier, like, damn boys. Just cracks me up. But anyway, so I'm going to do a reading for you. Yeah. A card reading too. I was like, oh yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah. So I actually had wanted Steffanie to do a reading for me earlier this evening, and then I got stuck in a work call and things weren't happening. And so I got here tonight and was like, want to just read me on the air?
Yeah.
So I've shuffled the deck and pulled the cards, and I think I'm
I'm just
excited.
reaching for them. Yeah.
Also
I'm
a little
gonna
nervous.
Can you share on air what your question was?
It was in relation to the conversation we were having before
Okay.
we were
All
on
right.
air.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
we'll say romance.
Okay. I was like, can you talk about your question?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so everybody that's at least watching us can see us and listen on online. I am just pulling her cards over here. So usually this is how I would do it. If people came in to see me, I pull some cards for them. I let them pick their own cards. I ask them a question, and then I just lay them all out.
I'm trying to be nosy and look
That's
over
okay.
and see what my cards are. This deck is beautiful, by the way.
The what?
Your deck is beautiful.
Oh, thank
The
you.
images are just gorgeous.
I'm like thinking and talking, and I started to lay them out wrong, but then I feel like they're right. You know, like that's how my world is. Okay, good.
Yeah, there's never any mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know.
Everything's
like
happening
literally
on purpose.
everything happens exactly how it's supposed to. So yeah, I would do this at home though. I would lay a card out with one on my leg. Good. Oh, thanks, Joey.
Sorry, listeners. I keep clearing my throat.
That's okay. Yeah. So I'm pulling these cards out for her. So usually I would pull somebody's cards and then I look at them all and kind of try to think and talk and do things. And then I chat with them. So Alyssa, let me see. And I just explain them to people. Usually card by card is how I read them. So
do you have a specific, like, is this layout a specific type of layout?
I think it's a Celtic Cross.
Okay, cool.
Is actually what it's supposed to look like when
But
it's not
sideways.
just smushed together on the desks.
I
here.
got you. All right.
Okay, cool. Which is ironic because when we first met each other, I know that we were both like, I swear to God, we had
We've been
lives together. Yeah, we were like in Ireland, and so anyway, this is a Celtic Cross. So the first, so did you see? I'm trying to think and read these. Okay, so the first two, nonetheless, are the Strength card and the Protection card.
Mm-hmm.
So the two of them, so the Strength card is what I tell people, and the first two are usually like with response to your question, like that's what they have to do with. I mean, they all are, but these are like the main two. So nonetheless, when the Strength card gets pulled, I usually tell people that it really just means that you have the strength to do whatever you want. And I feel like in this case, and then for people listening, I download information. So I hear things, I have pictures, and I kind of feel a lot with my body. So the same thing happens when I'm doing card reading. So just as I'm talking, things just pop in my head. So in your case, you have the strength to make any decision you want, is what I heard. You can make your own decision, sort of thing. And the Protection cards over that, and I feel like in that sort of sense, I download a lot. Sorry, guys. And then I can't speak. In the sense with strength and protection, the Protection card is really energetically protecting yourself. So I feel like through this journey, through let's say finding the right person or the right things, it's reminding you with that strength comes like these responsibilities as much as anything else. And then because I feel like we're just, especially you and I are like, I want to say like just pushing forward no matter what. So keep on trucking. So it's like you need to make sure that you're energetically sound. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So to protect yourself maybe different ways energetically than you might. Yeah, like so just whatever you do normally for protection, for energetic protection.
Like
do more. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep cutting those cords away, keep balancing your chakras, keep pushing, I just, usually put like a ball of white light around me. So, and for anybody listening, I have a YouTube channel now, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium. So I have a video up of how to balance your chakras from me. So people can check that out. I'll be putting up a bunch of them. From those ones, Alyssa, bless you.
God, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It was real with my cold or something.
Mm-hmm. The next two cards are they're past and near future. So the past card is the beauty card. And I think it's just reminding you to make sure that you see the beauty in yourself, during all of this is what I keep hearing. And during all of this, as in just trying to find whatever, your romance stuff or whatever, I feel like it's really just, I don't want to say anything, but keeping it to you, finding you, make sure you're your forefront. You are your most important thing on this journey, I guess, seeing your beauty. And really what I'm hearing is like the beauty that you can give to others as much as see in yourself while you're, like while you're on this journey here. And it's almost like I'm seeing you like on a, the picture they're showing me is you on like a tight walk rope sort of thing, like keeping that balance between like all the love that you're going to give and
Giving it to me.
and giving it to yourself, like what we were just talking about, but like literally you're on a tightrope. So that's just, I feel like that's just kind of showing me how tough it might be
for me to do that.
Yeah.
It is really difficult.
So
that's a great visual, actually.
Yeah, they show me a lot of visuals. I like visuals, so I feel like it's
Is there
easier
a
for me.
net for when I fall?
I know. Just kidding. You get an umbrella. That's what I saw, an umbrella just floating down like Mary Poppins. Like, but anyway. Yeah, so then the future card is celebration. So that's, I always tell people, next 3 to 6 months, just something to celebrate, things to celebrate. We've been chatting, so I feel like you already have things to potentially celebrate. We can put it with whenever text you want, obviously, but the celebration card is usually just, I tell people to not really keep an eye out because it's going to happen, but you're going to be celebrating something, start of something new, something, anything. Yeah, so that one is really doesn't need too much more explaining, but the next 2 cards are, so they're internal stuff for you, and then the top one is external things like literally going on around you. Internal is the peace card. So I really feel like that for you is just along with the beauty, because they all kind of go together. So to finding this like inner peace for yourself, I think that's the start of everything else. So just making sure that you're like your best self, I guess, is what I heard. Making sure you are bringing that forward.
That's really funny, just because I use that term all the time. Like when I'm actually taking care of my human shell and loving myself the way I'm supposed to, that's what I say. I say I'm becoming my best self.
Yeah. Good. So this was reminding you to bring that back up.
Okay.
Maybe.
I haven't said it in a while.
Yeah, perfect. So, and then if you're just tuning in with us, you're on listening to WSMN 1590, Nashua source for news and talk radio, with me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on When Spirit Speaks, and I'm here with my friend Alyssa. Now it's just gonna be bad. Alyssa. It's fine. That's your name now.
All right, I'll take it.
Actually, I might just stick with that forever. But so I'm doing a card reading for Alyssa on the air, if you're just listening to us now. So I've gone through a few cards. I do readings at home and stuff, so we just thought it'd be fun to give Alyssa one on the air. So we're just going through the cards, and it'd be the same thing if you had one with me on the phone or at my house. So yeah, we just had the peace card. So the externally is everything going on around you, like not you, is the change card. So it's literally not ironic, but the change is going to be happening. Yeah, I mean, all around you. And I think the I don't want to say the bottom cards, but these cards are really telling you to get yourself cool, obviously, and then whatever, and then this change is coming. So it's like when as you're becoming again your best version of your own self, right? I feel like the changes will all be easy. That makes sense.
Yeah, that totally does.
Okay.
I have a lot of transition happening.
Yeah. Yes, I know transition's a good word too. And then when the change one, they're bringing my attention to the owl picture on there. The owl is wise and everything is an owl. I can't really see it, but I know it's there. But I guess the owl's a girl in this card at this moment. It's right up top there. The owl is wise. So I feel like I almost feel like change it in this like older, like that owl is like this older woman, wise woman sort of thing, like helping you through, like, I mean, like grandmother old, sort of thing. Like just, I mean, maybe not that old, but like, I feel like as part of this change is happening for you, one woman might, I guess, I think it's a woman. I was going to say, it doesn't have to be a woman, but I feel like it's a woman that'll just maybe help you with random, the word I wanted to say was jitters. So if, I don't know, but so just pay attention to that, I guess, as well. So I feel like she'll be important to you, this woman, even just a friend, whatever. Whatever. I crack my own self up sometimes. All right. So yeah, those are the first bunch. So then the second little set on the other side here, the bottom 2 usually go together. It's kind of just like how you see yourself and how others see you of those. So the first one's union, which is cute. and innocence. They're cute cards. Union is literally the union of two things, right? So, and your question was romance. But it could be, I mean, it could be business partners though. It could be, I always tell people, I'm like, I feel like it just telling you like there will be some sort of union. And then the innocent card that's with it, because they usually go together for me, is just saying like, I feel like it's going to just you're going to feel innocent while it's all happening. Like kind of usually when the innocent card comes up, it's more like reminding people to feel like they were a kid again, like that sort of innocence, does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, like, wow, this is just refreshing and airy and light.
Yeah, I actually have one of my like angels who's with me is a younger girl, and she specifically, when she started following me around, was like, "I'm here because you're forgetting to be playful."
Yeah,
and like I swear to God, she pinches my dog's butt when we're walking when I haven't paying attention to that.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Yeah, I feel like it's that. I think that the union will make you feel that way. That is how I'm feeling with it.
Yeah.
Like you won't have to think about it. It'll just be so just light and airy and fun, or just kind of just bring those feelings of, just, I don't know, childhood and just fun. And I just keep hearing like that you won't need to feel so like boxed up, I guess, if that's a good word, just like you're gonna like be busting out of your box sort of thing and like just going to do crazy fun things or something, I don't know, which I would see you doing anyway. So it's funny to me to be like hearing that and seeing that visual.
You don't think I have any boxes anymore?
Yeah, correct. I feel like they've all been thrown out, like or burned or something, but boxes. You must have some. So, which is nice because I do know you. So I'm like, oh, this doesn't sound like her, but I'm going to say it out loud anyway because that's what I'm hearing. So, and then so for you, what's the card? The wild card is the power card, and it really just goes with the strength card. I mean, it goes with all of them, but it's like it's next to the celebration, the strength. If it were actually in its Celtic Cross form, it would have looked nicer. But again, it's just reminding you, like, you have the power to really just choose and do anything that that you can, if that makes sense. Just and I feel like it's really going to be this next like little chunk of your life is really going to be about your choices, like you either accepting or denying, or that's not the right word, choosing to do whatever you want either way. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Or yes, I do want to do that. It just really showing you that you have the power to do whatever you want.
Awesome.
Yeah, which I feel like is powerful. Not to use like the same word, but it's just like, it's really, I think it's going to be really good for you because you'll be on that tightrope, trying to, in between your finding your beauty and sharing your beauty sort of thing, like, which I feel like will be like so much easier than you think, but if you think it's going to be hard, but anyway, so yeah, take that card with you. And the strength card, you got them both in the same read. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know what I could say on the air. I was like, oh, I forget what I can say. So the last card that ties the whole reading in together is the balance card, which is ironic because I actually didn't even get that far and I was talking about tightrope with you earlier. Yeah. The balance is the conclusion to all of this. So I feel like literally, I mean, I'm a Libra, so yeah, I'm a Libra. So my whole life is about balance, trying to keep myself in balance. But I think that's literally what this is telling you. Obviously, the balance will be the best, the easiest for, I don't know, just to make all of this go smoothly. That makes sense.
It does.
To keep it all in balance.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that makes sense for you.
All of it made total sense for me.
Okay, perfect.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that's what I love about the cards too, because they just really, people pull their own cards and they really do, like, they make sense to what's going on. So awesome. Well, thanks for letting me do that for you.
Thank you.
When we come back from the break, I am going to be doing some live medium readings. If anybody would like to call in for a live medium reading, the number is 603-816-1590. And then I will see you guys when we get back from the break.
So, you're at a party, just hanging out, having a great time when someone goes, "Hey,
I know where we can get some beer."
like you're not already having fun. So you say, "No thanks," to let them know you're not interested, and they go,
What's with you? You scared?
so you look at all the others who also aren't drinking, and you go, "Yeah, scared of being like you." Thecoolspot.gov. Check it out. Brought to you by the Department of Health and Human Services, the National Institutes of Health, and the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism.
Title Boxing Club is the best and only authentic full-body boxing workout that changes your body, clears your mind, and completely engages your spirit. Our signature workout utilizes the fundamentals of a true boxer's workout, including proper heavy bag training to strengthen and tone your arms, legs, back, core, stamina, and your confidence. Empowering, exhilarating, and totally addictive. This is your new favorite workout class. Visit them online at TitleBoxingClub.com or call 603-206-5608. That's 206-5608 and begin today.
When I grow up, I want to be a baseball player. I would be the pitcher because they get to do something all the time.
If your child is sick over and over again, it could be PI, a defect in the immune system that affects millions. Early detection can give children a chance to dream. Jeffrey Modell Foundation, 25 years of helping children reach for their dreams. Visit us at info4pi.org or call 1-866-INFO4PI.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. This cat makes me make art. He's always motivating me to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. He's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Keyboard Cat, YouTube star and shelter pet. Amazing adoption stories start in shelters. Start yours today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. A lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
That's just one adoption story that started at a shelter. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to When Spirit Speaks with me, your host, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And I'm here tonight with my friend Alyssa O'Mara. God, I'm going to say it wrong every
Just call
time
me Alyssa
now.
Patrice. That's what all my other names are.
Oh, and I love that.
Yeah.
Patrice.
Don't worry about the last name.
Don't worry about that. Yeah. So anyway, we've been chatting about, I just did a live card reading for Alyssa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and then we are going to do some live readings. If anybody would like to call in right now, it is 603-816-1590. Cool. So somebody's maybe calling, but I did just do a live card reading there for Alyssa, and that's pretty much how I would do it at my house. I do readings at my house, and I do phone readings. I do medium readings, Akashic Records readings, all that good stuff.
And guys, if you were just tuning in, I just want everyone to know how spot on that reading was for me. And Steph and I are friends, but she was even saying like, I don't think this is right because I don't think it's you. But it was. It really hit the core of like my own subconscious things that I'm dealing with.
Oh, good. Thank you.
On a daily basis. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's sometimes it's like when I know people, I'm like, ooh, like I said, I'm like, that's just so weird. Like I would never think that you'd feel constrained in a box or something like that, but that's what I heard.
Oh, I feel like for myself and for a lot of people, like it doesn't matter how many boxes you've broken out of. You feel like I'm done, and then 9 more boxes pop up. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's so funny. So we do have a caller on the line. Hi, Marie.
Hi,
Marie. You from Hooksett?
yes,
All right, perfect. You called for medium reading?
I did.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to just put you on like a musical hold for a second while I call in your friends or family, okay?
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, Marie.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just laughing at the God, I don't even know what you're called. The tech guy, Joey, played some funny music there. I was like trying not to laugh with it. So sorry about that. I'm bringing in dead people and I keep laughing. I apologize. Sometimes I'm like, okay, Steph, gotta be professional. Okay, so Marie, I have a man here for you, okay? He is an older gentleman, and then the first thing he said to me, or like that he's showing me, I kept hearing like that he was like the dog whisperer. He has like 6 or 7, he has like all these leashes, in his hand, like he's walking a bunch of dogs at once. Does that make any sense to you?
No.
Okay. I always tell people to write down whatever I say, just on a pad and paper or something. So then when they figure out who it is, because I always tell people it could be, I call in your family and friends and spirits. So it could be like somebody you met when you were 10 or something, or your best or your best friend's dad or something, spirits kind of crazy. So they'll jump in a good way, crazy. They'll jump in when they can. So I feel like this guy is super fun and funny, and because like I think that he actually enjoyed the music that was playing in the background. Also, I feel like he jumped in so quickly. I didn't really have to do anything, and he was there. I do keep hearing an S name with this gentleman. S as in like Steve. So when I get names, it's either the first letter of their first name or the first letter of their last name.
Okay.
And he keeps showing me like an older version of himself, but I feel like he was much younger in general. Maybe it just in like, like he acted younger.
Okay, yeah.
Like he feels like even like almost like physically fit, for an older gentleman. He's just showing me that. I'm just trying to ask him more questions, but they only tell me what they want to anyway. And then he's going back to that S name, and I feel like that's important to the fact. I feel like if I think that it's somebody living as well. Like there's 2 S names, like maybe potentially his or somebody living that he's trying to get your attention to.
Okay.
And he just keeps showing me his heart, and then like almost like his like circulatory system, like some sort of blood flow issue or something to that effect. This guy clicking for you yet, or?
No.
Okay. I mean, he's showing me like, it looks like almost like a poster you'd see in like the doctor's office, one of those very intricate heart and vein artery, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Okay, that's at least what he's showing me. So may that be he was more, medical himself, or if that makes something, I don't want to interpret it too much, but I'll leave that one with you. But let me ask him a few more things here, Marie, trying to get some more stuff. It looks like he's putting out like a bunch of shapes on a table or something, like but they look like one is like a shamrock, one looks like that Celtic cross. I know we brought it up earlier, Alyssa and I, but I feel like it has more meaning than how I'm seeing it. And it looks like there's like 6 or 7 shapes. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he got them like every like I feel like he's telling a story to me about each one of these shapes. He's like, I got this one and at this time at this place. Like he knows the exact moment, the exact time, the exact everything about each one. Like to the point where I feel like that, like if the family saw them all, they were like, yeah, like we know, we've seen them a million times, because he showed them to like everybody that came over, or something like that. It was just like his like that he wanted to show everyone.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I have many people up up there, so, but that's not sounding familiar. I thought maybe my mom would come through. I don't know. I have my mom, my dad, I have aunts, uncles, cousins, so.
Yeah, I keep asking this gentleman if he's related to you. He did say yes. I heard like Uncle Joe or something, but just for me, I have an Uncle Joe, or had an Uncle Joe, but usually they just tell me things that make sense to me, because so him and I were close enough when he was here. You know, we saw each other once or twice a year.
Yeah.
But not super close, like that. So I feel like that's the reference they're trying to make with this gentleman for you.
Okay.
And even I'm hearing like in-law. So try to think of like a, maybe that in-law stuff as well.
Okay.
The walking the dogs, the dog thing is very important as well. Like multiple dogs. And I feel like they might actually all be like roughly like the same breed. Like they all look like they're kind of the same size and same shape.
Wow.
I always tell people it'll click, but it usually takes a few days for them to click. So let me just see what he has to say for you, Marie. One sec.
Okay.
He's telling me that you seem to always find like the hardest way to get something done, or to I don't know if it's going through life or getting things done. He's showing, and I don't mean to laugh, but he's saying it in like this funny way, like he's showing me like a bridge, and that like you've like kind of fell off one side, went under the bridge in the water, but then still got to the other side, like still got to the other side of the bridge. It's just, you know, you went like this like ridiculously hard way. You still got to the end, and everything was good. So he was just like, he's saying almost just like to slow down and try to make some more like calculated measures, which I think that is another something about him, like that more calculated. I think that he was a smart man, just the medical, he's saying more calculated steps, like so then you can get to the, cross that bridge without falling off the side or kicking something, like sort of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I'm always like, it's okay, I got this, I'll make it happen. And I'm always like, I like it the hard way. I don't like it the easy way. Just kidding,
Yes, I could see that from the visual he showed me. But I feel like he's saying, it'll save you some time if you try to do it that way. And then even as you're talking, it's like kind of like when people chat with me while we're doing this, I'm hearing like to also like know when it's the right time to, ask for help.
Okay.
And it was kind of just like, even just the, like it was kind of like a river or something, but like to be able to, if you, that hand across the bridge or, the hand across the water sort of thing, just just the random visual, but know when it's the right time to ask. And then obviously like, and I know that's a tough one because I'm the worst at asking for help, but
right. I'm like, I got it.
I never ask anybody for help, but
Right.
I can give you the advice that he's telling me to give you. But no, I'm getting better. I'm trying to ask for help these days. So I feel like take little steps with that as well. But and even back to the calculated, like you'll know who to ask for help, in that sort of sense.
Okay.
So, but anyway, well, thank you for calling in, Marie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Thank you. You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye. All right, guys. So if you're listening still, we're on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. You're listening to When Spirit Speaks with me, your host, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium. Then I have my friend Alyssa Patrice on the show.
I have a different name every time we announce it.
I just had to say something different and weird. Still taking some live call-ins if you'd like. The number is 603-816-1590. Again, it's 603-816-1590. If you'd like a live medium reading. So I started this little new plan today that Alyssa's helping me. Protocol,
we call it.
The protocol today. I'm like technically officially tomorrow will be like my first real day because I'll have to have this broth I can have. But
yeah, because you finished your bone broth today.
Making bone broth today, and I smell like garlic, like my hands, maybe turmeric. I don't even know. I just like literally like I've washed them 10 times. I'm like I cannot get the smell out.
I know. I feel bad because you said you don't really like garlic.
No,
that
I
much,
don't.
But girl, that's gonna be your smell for the next like month.
Oh God, I almost like didn't put all the stuff that was like in the recipe.
You
Like,
have to.
I know I did.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to be.
I'm like, no.
yeah, I didn't want to be like everybody
Don't
else.
ruin my vision.
Yeah. So Alyssa has a protocol that she sells. And I am doing it. So I want to just let everybody know I started today, putting it out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to do solid 30 days. Then I'm actually going away, but I'm going to try to do good those 2 weeks. And when I come back, I want to do it another like 60 days or something. So we can
it's
do 90 days.
90 days total. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sacred self-healing protocol.
Yeah.
It's multifaceted.
Yeah, I'm really excited to do it and change, and it's good for energetic people like us, right? Like,
oh, it's awesome. Everyone that I have like who's followed the protocol and who like truly has put the effort in and done the full 90 days and listened. Saw that little shiver there.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was like, go away, old man. Sorry.
It definitely heightens things for you. Like if you're someone who is already an intuitive person, but maybe you can't really tell like 100. Do you know what I mean? Like you question your own intuition. Like I firmly believe that our bodies are intuitive beings, and this diet, the protocol, whatever you want to call it, really changes the way you converse with your human shell. So that like psychic antenna that is your body becomes like amplified 1,000 times.
That's what I mean. Not that I need that, but
well, but you're already so talented and like it's awesome. Imagine how much is going to come through in different ways.
I know. I was trying to read what Joey was saying to me.
Yeah, but he already erased
Christine? It. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, we do have another caller here. We'll get one. Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Hi, from South Carolina, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Lexington, I guess is what he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. All right. Very cool. So you would like a medium reading?
Sure.
Awesome. So yeah, we have a little bit of time here. So I'm just going to put on some little background music for a second so I can call in your family and friends.
Okay.
Okay, one sec. All right, Christine. Sorry, everybody's laughing tonight. It was just funny. We got funny music.
Yeah, Joe thought he was being helpful by putting on meditation stuff. He doesn't. So we got this didgeridoo guy.
Sorry, Christine. Oh man. Okay, sorry. We're just cracking ourselves up, which is fun. Okay, so I have a woman for you here. I do keep hearing 60s, specifically with this lady who passed away in her 60s. I keep hearing the number 68 specifically. So sometimes that doesn't have to be exactly when she passed. Sometimes it's just showing me the numbers. June 8th or something like that, or June or 8. What is 8? August. My gosh, my brain's not functioning. So pretty much when I get months, it's birthdays, death days, anniversaries, either hers or yours or somebody living. She was just kind of almost like sending love to you. I know you don't know who she is yet, but she just did that little one of my signs. Just they kind of touched their heart and they do she. And actually, what she did was she like made one of those hearts with her fingers. You know, like that little they make a heart with their fingers. You know that little sign, yeah. And then she like put it on her heart, which was really cute. Before I could get more information out of her, she did that to me. So I feel like she's kind of like I don't want to say like a hip grandma or something like that, if she was a grandma, but that's kind of what I'm feeling from her. But
maybe
I don't know if she was like, but anyway, I don't know if she was your grandmother specifically, but that's like kind of feel I felt from like her doing the little heart symbol, like she was like the cool aunt or the cool grandma, or something like that. But okay, so she was showing me a bunch of stuff. Now I'm just trying to get back to it. She keeps how she passed away. I keep feeling like I keep hearing both. I keep hearing that it was like long, but then short. So I try not to interpret what I hear, but I just kind of feel it in the sense that whatever was happening with her was like for like, a long while, I guess. And then right in the end, before when she was about to pass away or something, that part itself, which sounds a little odd, but was shorter than everybody had anticipated, I guess. If that makes any if that makes any sense
it could
to you.
be two different people.
Okay, cool. At least I'd rather two than none. That's good.
Well, I got all the chills right now. So.
Oh, good. Oh, I love it. I love people get chills. Yay. Okay, let me see what else she'll say to me. So she's showing me playing a guitar. And I feel like I don't know if somebody just started guitar lessons or like somebody living or something like that, or if it has a guitar story, but I feel like that is for somebody living right now. And the guitar kind of turned into like a cello or something. So I'm not sure, some sort of string instrument. I don't even know what a cello, I guess I know what a cello is, but with the different sizes. But it was like a bigger one, like a bass or a cello or something, if that makes sense. But I'm seeing a banjo. I don't know. I'm just seeing all these things for that string instrument there. She is referencing like bananas, but in like the sense that I'm feeling it in like a banana pie or like a banana bread or this crazy like banana recipe. I don't even know. I see like a recipe card that goes with it. Usually it just means that she had some sort of good recipe. Oh my gosh. Sorry. My ear hurts. But I feel like it's specifically something banana related. Does this make any sense?
No.
Pudding or something? That's okay.
I'll keep it in my...
Let me get some more from her. Yeah, I keep feeling like it's like that in like every recipe, like banana in every recipe sort of thing. And literally, and I'm going to say this out loud because I feel like when you figure out who this lady is, you're going to laugh at this one. But I feel like literally, and she would do the bananas because it like I think bananas help bind you up, I think is how that, like, she's literally telling that to me. Bananas help you with that, like keep your system regulated or I don't even know. But I feel like you're going to laugh whenever you figure her out because that's why she wanted to do that. I felt like she would even like sneak them into things like, try to put a little bit of banana in everything she made. Like I don't even know. This is how she's sharing it with me. And it's kind of like humorous at this point. Like,
yeah.
For me even to tell you that. But that was like her main reason to help people. Oh gosh, she's cracking me up. Okay. So I actually heard like a W name with her attached to her or something. So it's like the first name, first out of their first name or first out of their last name, either her or somebody living to kind of get you there. And then I also heard a V name, which I don't usually hear too often, but V as in like Vivian or something, or the last name that starts with V. Did that kick
Vita?
Yeah, I usually get the like a V. Does it start with a V as in whatever, van?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's funny, once you said a name, sure like whole personality changed here for me. Like in a fun, like now I'm seeing this whole other side of her. But she still has like the baking spoon in her hand. But now she's like all business. Like it's like her tool to yeah, I don't want to say yell at the kids, but you know, like but she's shaking it in front of her at this point. But I feel like she's like, I was all talk. Like I would she's just saying like she's saying she would shake it at the kids' faces or the people's faces. But yeah, she wouldn't like actually discipline them. Does that make sense?
I'll have to ask.
Okay, does that make sense? Okay. All right, let me get a quick message from her for you, and then I'll get out of here. She's kind of just trying to like maneuver the like steps in front of you right now, in the sense that like your path that you're on of sorts. Like push them all in a line. I feel like they're all out of whack is the word I keep hearing. Like they're all over the place. So I know you'll figure this lady out. I feel like she might not be like the most likely of candidates, to have come through for in your mind sort of thing, but she wants to tell you that she is around you. She's showing herself to you. And I feel like the heart is really that important thing, the heart with the fingers, that she showed me right when she started. Because I feel like I see those everywhere. So maybe you don't, maybe you'll start seeing them now, but I feel like that's just one of the ways she's showing herself to you. But she's trying to push your path, like push you on a path.
Okay.
And then by on a path, by then like get everything actually together on that path. Like, like things can actually flow down one path, because I feel like you have several different paths you could take, but I feel like they're just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to like push all these like stepping stones, like physical, like I'm seeing them in front of you sort of thing. Like she wants to get them in a path, like an actual path for you, but
it makes sense.
Okay, at least that part does. So
it does.
Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So yeah, so thank you for calling in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, have a great night.
You too.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. Yeah, so you're listening to WSMN 1590, Nashua Source for News and Talk Radio, with me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on When Spirit Speaks, with my friend Alyssa P.
Wow, my cousins used to call me that.
Oh, good. Okay, sweet. Melissa's had a different name every time I've said her name, because I just kept like mispronouncing her last name. So
you just call me Joe.
Seriously, I'm just gonna be like,
oh, just kidding, Joe.
I have to call you Joe and him Joey or something to be all confusing. Yeah. Yeah. So just keep calling Alyssa a different name. So whatever. It's fun. It's fun now. It's cracking me up.
Yeah, I've been called worse. Probably recently.
Right. So my friend up there on Facebook, she said something about rubbing your hands on the bottom of a stainless steel pot to get the smell to go away. Have you heard that before?
To get the garlic smell?
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
All right.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. Kim, I'll have to try that. Old wives' tale or something. I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna.
Works.
Yeah, I was gonna try when I get home. Maybe I just never cook with garlic. Is this normal?
It's because you cut the garlic up and it was fresh garlic, right?
Oh yeah.
Because you used fresh garlic for the bone broth.
Yes, yeah. A lot of it.
Yeah.
So weird.
Like a whole clove.
Yeah, I did.
And what do you think of the turmeric? It looks like baby toes or something.
Yeah,
it's really
it does.
creepy.
Yeah. But the ginger, the fresh ginger was like amazing. I literally was like, I'm gonna have to cook with fresh ginger like all the time.
So I've actually lately, because I work with someone now who does a lot of public speaking, and so I've been making her fresh ginger with lemon and honey in it. But I've been infusing ginger into water in my house like every single day and making like jars, keeping it in jars.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my whole house just smells like ginger all the time. It's awesome. It's
well, my
amazing.
mother loves like those ginger candies and ginger stuff and ginger, and I just don't like them.
Well, they're also sugary. So
maybe, I don't know. So, but when I was cutting up the ginger, it was like, oh my God, this smells so amazing.
Yeah. I like fresh ginger. I put it in teas a lot.
I really didn't know what I was doing though. It just looks like a root. I mean, like I was like,
well, I think I told you
peel
that.
this? Do I do anything? Do I chop it up? Do I like?
Did you chop it up?
Oh yeah.
Oh
okay.
Yeah. I was like, you didn't just throw the whole root in, right?
No, you said no. I wrote down dice. You told me to dice it all up. So
Like,
no, I
slice
diced it all up. But yeah, I was like, what do I do with this thing? It looks so weird.
Yeah, it's funny because you change as you adjust to like the protocol. You kind of learn some stuff. And when I first started doing it, I was just by myself. Like I didn't know anyone who had done it. I just was like kind of winging it.
Yeah.
And even the bone broth recipe was one that like I started with someone else's recipe and just kind of added to it.
Yeah.
But it used to take me hours to prep all the fruits and veggies and herbs that go into it because no fruits. I don't know why I said fruits.
That's okay.
But there's no like strawberries in there. Or maybe that'd be good. I don't know.
I know.
But yeah, used to actually prep them all, and now I'm like just dice them and throw them in.
Yeah, I diced them up, but it was still like I've never diced. Actually, I don't even think I've ever diced garlic. I'm not gonna lie. So, but I don't cook and I don't like garlic. So, I mean, I can cook anyway. It doesn't even matter.
Now you're cooking.
Yeah, no, I've been cooking lately, but anyway, all right. When we get back from the break, I will pull my 3 cards that I've been doing every week. Just 1, 2, or 3. So get ready to choose your 1, 2, or 3, and I'll pull some cards when we get back and then see what they say for you guys. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. So, yeah, 1, 2, or 3 to be good. I think I've been pulling the playful card like every week. Remember you said that earlier? So we'll see. I think I've had it like 3 weeks in a row. So, all right. So we will see you guys when we get back from the break.
You're listening to 1590 WSMN Nashua.
USA Radio News with Wendy King.
There's a lot of damage in Lee County, Alabama from a tornado that killed at least 23 people.
In some locations, the complete residences are gone. The debris field stretches for hundreds and hundreds of yards. We're finding materials that from one location up to half a mile away from the original point of where they were located.
One man said as the tornado hit, all they could do was hold on for life. The White House says it's received the House Judiciary Committee's letter requesting documents related to the Trump administration family and business. It's part of an expanding Russia investigation. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says the White House counsel's office and relevant officials will review the letter and respond at the appropriate time. Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler says it's clear President Trump obstructed justice. You're listening to USA Radio News.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If you're making the minimum payments, but your balance is just not going down, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it will take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 5 million people with credit card debt. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rate, and get you out of debt fast. If you're struggling with credit card debt, the first step is yours. Call Consolidated Credit now. Call 800-406-0046. 800-406-0046. That's 800-406-0046. Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services or by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM19, Oregon DM80031. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission. License number DC32.
Sad news from the entertainment world. Actor Luke Perry has died. The star was known for his roles in TV's Beverly Hills 90210 and Riverdale. He passed away after suffering a massive stroke. He was surrounded by his children, his fiancée, and also his ex-wife. Also by his side, his siblings and his parents were with him as well. Luke Perry was 52 years old. A federal judge in Washington is hearing the case of 24-year-old Huda Mathena. She's the woman who left this country 5 years ago, married a fighter from the Islamic State, and now wants to return to the U.S. with her son. She spoke with Charlie D'Agata from CBS.
We're still trying to win the case, and hopefully we will. And I know I am an American citizen, and I know I have the right to come back.
The President of the United States himself said that you're not welcome back to America. What would you say to him?
I would tell him to study the legal system.
This is USA Radio News.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
A Baltimore, Maryland husband and daughter are accused of staging a fatal attack on a relative. USA's Chris Barnes has the story.
When it first happened at the end of last year, Baltimore police were told that a panhandler had stabbed the victim to death as she was trying to give the person money in the city of Baltimore.
We now know that that was not true.
Commissioner Michael Harrison saying they believe the attack was staged and the murder was in fact carried out by the victim's husband, Keith Smith, and his daughter, Valerie Smith.
We developed evidence that Mr. Smith was leaving Maryland, so we made the appropriate national notifications, and the Texas State Police arrested him.
Smith and his daughter picked up at the Mexican border. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
The State Department says Iran is the world's leading exporter of terrorism. John Clemens reports.
The Rewards for Justice program has offered $1 million for information on the new leader of al-Qaeda, Hamza bin Laden, the son of Osama bin Laden. Ambassador at Large and the coordinator for counterterrorism, Nathan Sales, tells us Hamza bin Laden has been supported by Iran.
Iran is the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, and its relationship of convenience with al-Qaeda is just additional evidence that this regime regards terrorism as absolutely fundamental to what it is.
I'm John Clemens.
Take us with you on your mobile device and listen anytime at usaradio.com. For USA Radio News, I'm Wendy King.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mark Rosenthal. Here's what's happening for southern New Hampshire. Overnight, clearing out. It'll be cold. Temperatures by morning 10 to 14. Watch for areas of black ice. Partly cloudy and cold tomorrow. Temperatures staying just below freezing. Then an Arctic front comes through tomorrow night, maybe with a flurry or a snow squall. That'll set the stage for sun clouds, breezy, very cold weather for Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures only in the low and mid-20s. I'm Mark Rosenthal reporting for WSMN 1590 and WLMW 90.7 in Manchester.
It's 30 degrees. It's 9:06.
Welcome to When Spirits Speak with Steffanie Damboise. Steffanie has always been gifted, but it wasn't until her 20s that Spirit began guiding her to her new path, being led from one piece of the puzzle to the next. Steffanie found herself moving from meditation to mediumship classes. Join her now as she connects you with Spirit and past loved ones, and teaches you how to tap into your own gifts as an empath, healer, and intuitive. Now your host, Steffanie Damboise.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So we are on When Spirit Speaks with me, your host, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium on WSMN 1590, Nashua source for news and talk radio. And we are here tonight with my friend Alyssa.
Hey.
I couldn't think of anything else. Alyssa P.O.
Alyssa P. Yeah, sorry, I was awkwardly making stuff laugh because I have that phantom hair that's like stuck in my mouth somehow, and I can't get it.
To just say your name really slow there. When
I appreciate that.
Oh,
appreciate that.
Yay. Yeah. Alyssa, you said yes to coming on the show tonight. Just chill. Like, I was back from vacation, then family crazy weekend, like crazy beautiful weekend, but then I was just tired and I thought I had somebody for my show tonight and I totally didn't. And then I was like, yo,
and I was like, show? Yeah, man, I don't have anything else going on.
Perfect.
I'll be there.
Yeah, so I did say I'm going to pull a few cards. I'll shuffle them here while we're talking.
Did this start when I came on your show and asked you, and we did this? Is that the first?
Yeah,
I think
keeping
so. It going since then?
Yeah, I've been doing it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been doing it every week. So Alyssa was my guest on week 1. I forget what week I am on now, so that's why I didn't write it up there today. But yeah, we on the Facebook at least. Yeah, I've been pulling the cards, just trying to keep some consistency for everyone. So little weekly guidance, encouragement was the word I wanted to use.
Okay.
So I've been getting like the same 3 cards. It's always funny to me, so I'm trying to like not think about it. That's why I let people pick their own card. Oh, I should let you pick them.
Oh, you want me to pick them?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll let you pick them.
Okay.
I was like, I feel like I always pull the same cards. You
All
pick
right.
3 cards,
Okay.
Alyssa. So if you're listening right now, so pick your numbers 1, 2, or 3 for some guidance for the week. I just heard like children like talking or something, and then outside. I think they're outside. So when you talk to dead people, sometimes you're like, did anybody else just hear what I just heard?
I heard it.
So, but Alyssa, I saw her neck move like she did hear it.
All right, I have them there.
All right, cool. All right, so cards 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to put them out for everyone. So pick it. You can pick it out loud, I guess. Oh, we've had that one before.
I am picking 3. No, I'm picking 2.
I flipped them all over this time for some reason, so I haven't done that each week. But
oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done that before.
So I said 3 only because I wanted to change it. The whole time I was shuffling them, I kept hearing 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then as soon as you said that, I was like 3, but really it's 2.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so the card number 1 is the expressions card. So the expression card, you can see it there if you'd like. It's really just this woman with like a mask over her face of sorts, like a veil, I guess. So she can kind of see through it, but you can't really see her face. And then she has all these butterflies like over her head, in the sense that this card is reminding people that they are, you're ready to kind of find who you really are. Like you're hiding behind this little bit of a sheath and people aren't really seeing the real you. So it's time to kind of just push through that little bit of a barrier and just kind of show your real self, your real feelings. Kind of just like, even I'm hearing like, do what you want to do, like we just kind of, Alyssa and I were talking earlier about just being able to have those friends that you can just be like, yo, I don't want to go out tonight, or just like something as simple as that. Like that's what I'm hearing with this card. I know that's not usually the expressive, like fun, vibrant color thing that I usually get with this card, but so maybe this just kind of taking a step back this week for everyone. And with this card, just try to maybe express yourself in a little bit a different way, just in that sort of sense. Like, you don't need to go out, with the people that you don't want to, or if you're tired, like stay home, take care of yourself, express yourself, I guess, in a communicative way, I guess. Does that make sense to you at least? So you're sitting here with me, so.
Yeah, I'm nodding my head for those of you listening.
Okay, I'm like, does that make any sense?
Totally. Like, I think you think of that, you think expressive and you think of like interpretive dance and like and painting and drums and things like that. But like, exactly as you're saying, like it's more, in this sense, it's more about you, like
kind of. I feel like I'm just
your words.
I'm just kind of in like a stand up for yourself sort of way is what I keep hearing kind of with this card this week, and that's really why I love the cards, because they truly are like they're roughly the same every time I pull them, but then they can be completely different because really I'm just tapped into this like higher divine, I guess, and whichever you'd like to call it, and I hear whatever they tell me. So that's kind of, I feel like this week it's just like for everyone that picked number one, I feel like just do something, I don't know how I want to say it. In a situation, I guess, just go about it differently, like, and just like say no when you don't want to, or say yes if you want to, or, but you kind of been thinking about it. Oh God, Joey just spilled, like, I thought there was water in it. Oh God. Everybody can see you on Facebook anyway, so you're fine. Anyway, so yeah, that's expressions. Just kind of, I feel like kick it up a notch, express yourself. Communicate well this week in a different way when you wouldn't have maybe done it. Do it differently this week, I guess, if that makes sense. Anyway, I feel like I'm just like killing this card now.
Beating the dead horse.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I've said it 700
You've
times.
expressed
So
yourself.
I am very good at expressing myself. So unless I'm like arguing with somebody, then I'll just start crying and I'm like, I gotta go. Okay, so the second card is the compassion card.
I thought it said congestion. I was like, oh man, bummer.
Weird.
That's the one I picked.
No, compassion. So the compassion card, usually every time I get this card, or not every time, but for people, it's just reminding them to, it's typically for people that give a lot of compassion, but like to others, but don't to give it to themselves, is how when this card shows up. That's been my number one with it. So if you picked number 2, the compassion card, what up outside? People are beeping. Sorry. That if you picked number 2, the compassion card, really just kind of try to remember yourself this week. So you're given a lot of love and compassion and just anything really. I want to say guidance, but try to just take some time for you this week. My card, that's what my mom said. Of course, it's your card, Mom. Listen to me. Take time for you.
It's my card too, Mom. Don't worry
about it. And as I say that, I know, like, just I'm telling people, like, even if it's 5 minutes of compassion, and compassion can be simple. What do you like to do? Like, do you just want to jam out to some music? Then that's taking time to have some compassion with yourself, like your own music, right? Or whatever you want to listen to, or do you want to just sit there and read a book? Or do you want to just sit there and stare out the window? I mean, I don't really care what your 5 minutes or, just so you start someplace and give yourself a little bit of compassion. Obviously, like an hour, like we see, it would be much better, but, I know life gets really busy for most people. So 5 minutes, anything would be better to just take some time for yourself. And then the third card, number 3, is the Hope card. So this little Hope card is actually really cute. I think the girl's kneeling and I would say saying her prayers here, but in the sense that I'm feeling that in like a set your intentions kind of thing, for your hope, saying your prayers, setting your intentions. It's all kind of the same for me. And just kind of know that there's hope in whatever your situation is right now in the number 3 card. And I was just trying to read there's like, she's kneeling. There's like a tree in the background with a dove in it. And it's like purity and peace and joy, truth. So I feel like it's just, your time, if you got that card, to I want to say just kind of, I don't want to say like wait for the sun to rise sort of thing, but I'm seeing just the sun rising, sun coming in, like just like breathing new life into something. Does that sound like that's kind of what popped in my head for this one? Like just to know that things are gonna will change. I guess the sun's in that too, which is kind of funny that I said that. But with it though, I feel like I just want people that picked that one to really just, to kneel down and say, you don't have to kneel, I guess, with the cards kneeling. That's what came out of my mouth. So I'm going to roll with it. To, set your intentions for this hope. What do you want? What are you hopeful for? What do you want to change? In whatever situation's happening in your life. So I feel like that'll be a good way to write it down, get it out there, and just kind of get everything shifting for that to come out however you would like it to happen. So, but those are those 3 cards for the week. I hope they were helpful for everyone. What else did everybody pick on my Facebook page? I know my mom says she picked whichever one there, the compassion card, but.
Well, I definitely have to say that you heard me waffle because they kept saying 2 and I said 3.
Yeah.
But 2 is the one that's applicable because as in that whole reading that you did for me.
Welcome to my world.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
But the whole reading that you did for me was all, I feel like that's what it was relating to. The fact that like, even though maybe I don't show people that side of me, I am the most hard on myself. I don't need people to be hard on me. I'm the hardest on myself kind of a deal.
Yeah.
And that I don't share that. I don't give myself compassion in that regard. I need to. I will give all the love you need to you. Absolutely. And you forgive yourself, etc. But for me, I'm like, you're an idiot. Stop doing that.
Yeah. No. And it's like, sometimes it's just like, I don't want to say that's that easy, but even just, I guess, to realize that you're doing it is a good step.
I've been saying in my own little mantra lately, I used to do this in the car and I realized I had stopped doing it at some point. It's funny, you have like those habits that you do basically religiously. And then all of a sudden one day you're like, oh, I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
So I started doing it again, but I just drive around in my car and the whole time I say, I'm ready for love. I am love. I want love. I'm ready for love. I am love. I want love. Meaning in all forms, kind of. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to draw that back in.
Of course. Yeah.
What are people saying in the Facebook world?
Somebody else had to pick number 3. Then I had a friend say, LJ says she joined too late to pick, but all good to hear. So thanks, LJ. I appreciate that. I love the mantras. I love mantras.
Have you been doing your mantra?
I have like so many mantras at this point.
The one that I gave you though, your assigned mantra?
Oh my God, I haven't been.
Oh, see?
Oh, it's day 1. I'm already messing up.
Also, did you write down, did you do your lists for me? Your 10
I did
things?
not do that either. So,
Steffanie Damboise.
I'll find them later. Man.
I'm calling you out right now.
I wrote it down. I wrote it down.
You did. You took notes like 3 pages worth.
I did take a lot of notes. I like to take notes. I'll have to find that because I was reading them all today. Like obviously
the pages that I gave you?
That I wrote down. I obviously didn't do it properly.
That's all right, but it's an important part of the process.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up though. No, I've been saying I found one that really resonated. It was and of course I'm not gonna be able to remember it like on the spot here. It's just I am open to what is it? I'm open to great abundance in all areas of my life or something like that. The flow of great abundance in all areas. There we go.
Totally.
It just I saw it someday and I like made a little like a picture like thing out of it with like letters that I got. And like it just sits there now so I can read it every day. So
there's this great store in Salem, Mass called House Witch. Have you ever heard of this? It's like spelled the German way, so it's HAUS.
Okay, I like it, but no, I have not been there.
So they're awesome, and they have a local coven that makes all of these cleaning products for them. That are like blessed, etc., and they all come with their own mantras and incantations.
Oh, that's cool.
So like I've been using them for years now, but even if I run out, it's like my roommate came home the other day and I'm like cleaning the house and he totally caught me like washing the counters. I'm like, I'm surrounded by golden light. This home is for love, abundance, delight.
Oh my God.
Chanting it over and over again.
Oh my God.
He was like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just blessing our house.
That's awesome. I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm like not watching TV for Lent and I feel like my mantras will be like at their high game, like, and reading books and stuff. That's what my plan is.
Yeah. I have so many books to give you.
I have so many books to read.
I know. We're going to make a list of important ones though.
Oh my God. I probably have like 10 of them in my house.
I'm sure you do. I'm just going to be like, these ones, buy them. If you don't have them, read them, find them.
So if you are just tuning in with us, you are listening to When Spirit Speaks with me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And I'm here tonight with my friend Alyssa.
Hey.
I was trying to think of something funny to say again, but I couldn't give you another nickname.
Yeah, but it's because I don't have a title. I mean, I have some titles, but there's too many of them.
I know. Yeah. I know. That's why I was like, what do you want me to call you?
Yeah. I don't know. Intuitive healer, campaign person, radio person, real estate agent.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, you can find Alyssa, I don't know, on Facebook. I was going to try to like
plug me.
Yeah. Yeah. Here,
on Thursdays at 11 a.m. I'm here.
She has her own show, The Accidental Shaman, which is where I got my start.
Yeah, it's Steffanie on twice. And then she came into work one day. She had her own show. It's awesome.
I know. It's crazy. People keep asking me, I'm like, no, my friend Alyssa. That's how I got that.
Yeah. Call me, guys. I'll help you out.
So I know, like, if you need, I don't even know, you have so many titles. If you need a house, if you need anything, if you need healing.
I think it's interesting though how you kind of like whittle down what you everybody has their own niche of things that they like to do, right?
Yeah.
And like for me, like as a obviously I shared that protocol with you, and it initially I wrote this program for a group of people, and I did it for a couple of groups of people, and some people had great success and other people didn't really fully commit to it and didn't have as much success. But either way, what I learned is that I don't want to coach in groups ever again. And so if like coaching one-on-one with you, and like I have a couple of other people that I'm helping right now, but I don't even call it like coaching really.
I know,
like, it's just
but
like
it's coaching.
It's just sharing.
But yeah,
that's how I feel about it right now. Like I'm sharing this information that worked for me.
Yeah,
and hopefully it'll work for you. But yeah, definitely the niching down of like what jobs and roles you have. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
Well, titles. You talk about that all the time.
Yeah,
titles,
Chris and I
labels.
talked about titles on when he was on, just like having them all on, like, what do you even, it's like, so then I'm just like, no, I'm Steffanie Damboise. That's my name.
That's the thing. Like I stopped asking people what they do. I don't even know how long ago. Like people always say that like, oh, this is so-and-so. He's a banker.
Yeah.
This is so-and-so. She sells houses. I just I'm not into that. I'm like, hi, this is so-and-so, and their passion in life is singing at karaoke bars and saving the world's children from starvation.
Yeah,
like,
it's their like first 3 lines of their dating profile.
Yeah, right. So we're more about joy. Like, I don't care about where you make your dollars.
I know. I still seem to ask you what they do though, even though I'm really like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's odd. Now that you say that, I'm like, oh yeah.
That's a box. That's a box that society has given us.
Yeah,
right.
No, I know.
And then that's truly what it is. Like we've been programmed to think like, that's your introduction. This is my name, and this is my chosen job in life, and this is how I make my living, and nothing else matters. These are the only pieces of information you need to know about me.
I know. I don't know why I still do that, but I do for some reason. But I am excited though to start this protocol fully. I guess I did not say my mantra today, and I've not given you my homework, so I will do that.
Should we talk about that a little bit? You want to talk about the homework?
Sure. Yeah, I have to go back because I forget what I have to write.
So what I asked you to do actually is to give me a list of your top 10 health concerns.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That affect you in order, like 1 being the thing that affects you the most on a day-to-day basis through 10, right? And then also a list of the top 10 things that you worry about in life. Right there, right?
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is actually through many of the mentors and teachers that I've had over the years, there is direct correlation between everything that's happening in your human shell and your physical form and things that are going on a subconscious level, emotional level, psychic level, etc. And so it's incredible to me, and I think you'll be very surprised when I look at your list and give you the emotional, psychic reasoning behind all of the health concerns you have.
That's cool.
You will see that there is most definitely a correlation when we go through the worry list as well as to like location in the body where things are happening.
That's cool.
It's really
all right. I
fascinating.
definitely need to get my homework done then.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because I think this protocol in particular, because it's multifaceted and it's about the mind, body, spirit connection and healing, how you have to heal all 3 in order to thrive as a human being. And like you can be totally open spiritually, but still be boxing yourself in mentally and then physically not treating your human shell like the temple that it is, right?
Oh yeah.
There's plenty of people that we don't hit all 3 parts of that trifecta, but I have found it hugely important to and watching people who have done this protocol, the success rate of people who are able to look at the answers I give them, who look at the reasons and are able to say like, yeah, I think that's pretty applicable to me.
Yeah.
Is drastically higher than the people who are like, no, No, that's not
Right.
me. Because you have to own it, right? Like
Mhm.
anything else in life, it's part of a healing process. The same thing with like addiction. Like you have to be able to own the root cause
Of
before
course.
it's going to actually start healing.
And then even as, obviously I talk to dead people.
Yeah.
But with not drinking, it's like I could already tell that my gift is just getting like so much stronger,
Oh, it's insane,
which is
isn't
just,
it?
it's crazy. I mean, I was obviously eating well, then I went away for a week and then came back. And not that it's bad by any means, but it's like I could already tell. So I can't even imagine
The sense of
with
clarity
a
is
month
like-
of this, this protocol, like what it's gonna be like.
I actually tell people that that's part of the reason the bone broth is so good, because it's grounding, right?
Mhm.
And eating root vegetables and things
Yeah.
like that, because your connection becomes so much stronger that you need to have things in your life that are grounding you and people in your life that are grounding you. I describe it like the tether for a balloon, right?
Mhm.
Like, because if not, you're just going to float away, because your psychic antenna just becomes so much more accurate and acute that
Mhm.
it's almost overwhelming sometimes.
I mean, and even for people that are listening, obviously, if you have, if you want to talk to your loved ones, that are in spirit, I always tell people, like, I give little, here and there, like little pushes, I guess, for them to
blowing up right now.
know how to connect to their loved ones themselves. But it's like the same thing if your body is, I always feel badly when people are like, I want to hear from my mom so bad, or my dad so bad, or my brother, or my son, or something, daughter, whatever it is, I just feel so badly, because sometimes it just, you want to be like, well, how's your health? Like, how is your, mental, what did you say? Mental, spiritual?
Yeah, your mind, body, spirit.
Mind, body,
connection.
spirit. Thank you. I'm like, well, yeah, it's like, because sometimes when that's obviously grief it's a really tough one, obviously sometimes. But it's just if the rest of your body, your body's a vessel. So if it's all messed up.
Yeah. Like for me, I mean, my brother passed away in August, and for those of you listening, that's how Steph and I connected. Actually, not over my brother's death, but I was hosting, I had already been planning on hosting, I was doing an event in Nashua that was a metaphysics kind of symposium. And I had reached out to Steph to be one of the psychic mediums at the event. She happened to be traveling at that time, but we kind of connected and vibed and whatnot. And my family and friends who went to this event, like a lot of them, I know my family was wanting my brother to come through. And for most of them, he did. For me, he came through in none of my readings. But here's the thing, like I feel a sense of clarity enough, and I feel that connection with him that I didn't need for him to come through, because I can feel his presence all the time now, because my body is literally an antenna, and I can physically in my being feel his presence. And I know you have that same kind of thing. It's different for everybody where it is. Like I have a friend who feels like someone's pinching her legs when she's got someone near her. But
yeah, that's cute. I know I did a reading a couple weeks ago, and the girl wanted to hear from, somebody so badly. And I definitely, during my hour readings, I just call in spirit, because your spirit family friend, because I really just truly trust that spirit, whoever is coming through, needs to come through. So I just trust them. So then about 40 minutes in, I will ask, if there's somebody that they need to talk to or wanted to talk to. So I just remember specifically this one girl, I did not get who she wanted. And then at that point I asked for this person to come in, and all I got from the woman that she wanted was like literally her just saying, she's always around you. And I told her like how she was always around her. And because I'm like, I know that doesn't really validate it that I have the right lady for you, but it's like, I'm like, you just have to, I guess, trust me at that point to be like, she says she's always around you. So that's why she didn't jump in today, because she was like kind of letting other people.
I think that's the case for most people. Do you not feel that way? Like for a lot of people, when it's like someone who's that close, like a mom or a brother or something like that, like that's probably a lot of times why they're not coming through, because they're like, yo, I'm here. I'm already here.
Yeah. And I feel, and I know it's not even that fun for the people, trying to get the reading, but I think that a lot. I really believe that for people. So, and then it just kind of just like, then I want to be there to help them kind of turn it on, so they can figure out how they're coming through and, what's happening and all the good stuff. So, and the chills or those pinches, or, when spirits around me, they literally poke my head. So I like my head will just have this pain, and I'm like in the same spot, like it's like I know they're just
as you're doing
there.
that, I'm like having a
yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, my bad. That's just that's my thing. So it's almost like I tell people like, message me, like shoot me a Facebook message if you feel like, hey, this weird thing keeps happening. What do you feel about that stuff? Could that be spirit? Like I don't mind answering people's questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Like anybody on Facebook or wherever to just do that for me. So.
Well, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, I know. Alyssa's going to have to scoot out in a little bit here. So we are going to take some live call-in readings in the next half hour here. So it's 603-816-1590. So again, it's 603-816-1590 if you'd like some free readings for the next 30 minutes or so.
Which you definitely do, because she's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, girl. Yeah, so awesome. We will, I appreciate it. I'm going to say, we'll see you next week. And I was like, oh no, I don't even know why I was going to say that to you, which is funny.
Maybe I'll be on my show next week. Who knows?
Maybe. Ooh, I don't know. I know. That's our odd lives. I love that I can just say like really random things to you that pop in my head. So, and you're like, okay, cool. But, all right, yeah. So if you want to call in, do that. And we will hear you guys. Talk to you soon.
160,000 kids stay home from school every day for the same reason, bullying. This is Scott McGilvery, president of the National Education Association, New Hampshire. Bullying impacts nearly 1/3 of all students every year, but it takes just one caring adult to intervene and help stop the bullying. Take the pledge to be that adult at NEA.org/bully-free.
A message from NEA New Hampshire.
Untitled Boxing Club is the best and only authentic full-body boxing workout that changes your body, clears your mind, and completely engages your spirit. Our signature workout utilizes the fundamentals of a true boxer's workout, including proper heavy bag training to strengthen and tone your arms, legs, back, core, stamina, and your confidence. Empowering, exhilarating, and totally addictive. This is your new favorite workout class. Visit them online at titledboxingclub.com or call 603-206-5608. That's 206-5608 and begin today.
Jimmy Rollins talks about the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Just being in the same place that all these great ball players, reside at now, their career, you go find their stats, their jerseys, their helmets, their cleats, and to have something of mine, that is something that anybody that goes to the Hall of Fame can see.
Preserving history, honoring excellence, connecting generations. At the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York. Connect with Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
Captain Eric Lawrence was training Afghan soldiers when his truck was hit by an IED.
I was on the way from Kandahar to Klot, hit an IED that just took the truck and threw it up in the air and slammed it on the ground. I knew at first that I got hurt pretty bad because I couldn't move my legs. I sat home alone for months. I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to go back to work. I was hesitant at first, because I didn't work for a good year. I want to be a productive person. I don't want to be a drain on society. I want to be a positive thing in society. PVA helped me write my resume, got me a job interview. I got the job.
Helping veterans like Eric is what we've done for over 65 years. Paralyzed Veterans of America, paving access for veterans' employment through Operation PAVE. For more information, visit pva.org. A public service message from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
I only had a couple of drinks. Maybe I was a little buzzed. I know this area really well. I guess I was a little too confident. I wished I'd never hit that biker. I never even saw her.
The navigation system wasn't working. I had to keep shouting the same command, and I was a little distracted. I missed all the signs, and I never saw the roadblock. I hit something and blacked out.
I had to take the call from my girlfriend, and I put the coffee down. I turned down the radio. I never heard the sirens. That's when I rear-ended the guy in front of me. I guess he pulled over to let the ambulance pass.
I was running late, and I had to use my commute time to finish my makeup. I guess I was speeding a little. If that crossing guard hadn't been there, what would have happened to that child crossing the street?
A little buzzed, a little distracted, a little phone call, a little speeding. There's nothing little about driving. In fact, driving is a big responsibility, one that should be taken seriously each and every time you get behind the wheel.
This message is sponsored by the New Hampshire Highway Safety Agency, the Department of Transportation, the Chiefs of Police Association, and the New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. You're here with me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on When Spirit Speaks on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And we do have a live caller on the line. Hi, Casey.
Hi.
Hi, Casey. You're from Hooksett?
Yes.
A couple of hooks at people tonight. It's funny. Awesome. Thanks for calling in for a reading. Do you have a pen and paper out?
I do.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm just going to put you on a little musical hold for a second while I call in your friends and family, okay?
Sure.
All right, 1 second. All right. You still there? You still there, Casey?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I do want to remind the listeners that we do only have one line. So if people are calling in for readings and it's busy, just try to listen on in and then just call back right when I'm done the next reading. So then you can get on and have a reading with me. Okay, Casey. So I have a woman here with me. She is, I want to say, she's younger, I guess. So I keep hearing 40s for her, but sometimes when they say 40s, it's really been throwing me off lately. So I'm going to leave that kind of out for you, just, but around that age nonetheless. She's kind of making my like heart, really palpitate hard. So it just like was really just beating really hard for a second. So sometimes that can be interpreted in a couple of different ways, just that they were very, like anxious, I guess, like nervous, anxious, or if they literally had like, if she literally had some heart stuff going on. But oh, and then she kept like pointing to her feet for me, like her feet and her legs, almost in like this I don't want to say like a puppety kind of sense, but you know, like the ones that like the puppets with the strings on them. Like I felt like she was kind of almost like picking up her legs sometimes with her own, you know, like
Picking up her leg?
Yeah. Like,
and like using it as a puppet?
Kind of. Yeah, like that. Like you're just moving them like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To you? Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to explain it properly. When I got the chills when you said that. So good. I keep feeling like this, like it's so hard. I feel like she has this young spirit to her, but then I feel like she was slowed down though. Like, I don't know if her body was just slowing down, but her like mind and stuff were still there, but it's just kind of like this contrast that I keep feeling from her.
Yeah.
Does it make sense for you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I do keep hearing an M name with this woman. M is in like, I'm going to say Mickey Mouse because I was just in Florida, but so first name or last name, the initial of the first or last name. And sometimes it can just be somebody living as well, just to kind of get you to that person. Do you know what was going on with her heart? Because my heart is just like pounding, like just pounding. Does that make any sense to you? Or just like this?
She did have a heart condition.
Okay, just like I'm like it just pounding. Sometimes it's different. Like it's been different lately because I'm just kind of always learning and growing. So she's just like, usually when I say it and I'm right, it goes away, but then it kind of came right back. So I was like, okay, we're gonna talk about this. She's showing me like it looks like a little like dog house is what it looks like to me. I heard kennel. And then I saw like what looked like a little, like a little like miniature house, and to me it felt like it was like a dog house, like it's outside, like where obviously where the dog would live. Okay. I'm like, you understand at least what I'm trying to talk about.
Right.
Yeah, then I heard kennel for that. So I'm trying to ask her more questions about it, but it might even be something that somebody like living just did or just got or something to that effect. But it looks super cute, this little like doghouse thing. Like it looks I guess you could buy it, but I mean, it looks like it's well made in different colors and vibrant and stuff.
Right.
And then she was showing me a key earlier as well. So when I get a key, it just means that usually you got a new key to something, or somebody around you got a new key to something. So a car, a house, an apartment, an office, something. If it makes any sort of sense to you. And as I say that, she's showing me the key again, and it's like one of those like old like skeleton keys. So it might mean something completely different than what I think it meant, or what it normally meant. Does that make sense to you, the skeleton key?
No.
Okay, so she kind of like morphed it into that skeleton key. Like it might be like I don't want to say like a prop or something like that, you know, but or a decoration or something to that effect. But it might not be like an actual key to something. That makes sense. So kind of just turned into that. So I'm like, okay, that's not going to go in a car. A book? Okay, a key. I don't know. I'm talking to the guy behind the tech thing. He's talking to me. Yeah, so yeah, it turned into that little like, I don't know. You can write that one down. Oh, she was telling me the number 8. So again, when I get numbers, it's just the month of August, or literally the number 8. So birthdays, death days, anniversaries.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. And I want to, like, she's saying like 888. Like, I feel like there's more of them. Like either birthdays or, you know, death days, anniversaries, sort of thing, like in that month or on that day or something like that.
Right.
Or if that's just like numbers you see a lot, 888. But she was kind of putting them like back to back, like there's a few of them.
Okay.
And the third one, this might sound weird, but the third 8 that I see is kind of it's not quite there yet. So I don't know if there's like going to be a baby born in August or something like that, or something happening in August, like a wedding or something that hasn't happened yet for this year.
Okay.
But it's like I see 2 8s, and then I see like this other one that's like almost there. You know, it's like it's almost a third.
Right.
Third 8. So, which is kind of neat. I've never seen that before. I like it. Okay. Let me get a couple more things in a little message so I can get somebody else. She showed me 2 things very quickly. She showed me like a fishing rod or something about fishing.
Okay.
And then the sentence that she told me is like, why fix something if it's not broken? So I don't know if you're trying to change or fix a situation or do something like, or make a difference somehow. Let me ask her. Sorry. I'm like, let me ask more. Does that make any sense? Like, she keeps saying like, and she's saying it with some attitude, like with some conviction, you know, like, I guess less attitude, but conviction, like why, you know, don't fix it if it's not broken,
that makes sense.
You know, like, and I feel like you'll figure out whatever she means by that, but, and maybe it hasn't even happened yet. Maybe it's going to happen. Like you'll feel like you need to change something. And then eventually you'll be like, why am I even doing this? It's working just fine right now. Just, you know, if everybody else thinks it needs to be changed or whatever, you know, but then you're like, no, like it doesn't need to be, right. And it might even be something a little bigger, like a bigger, I don't want to say bigger situation, but bigger than something. I don't know if that makes sense. I was gonna say bigger than something little, but like, you know, just not, or something that you've thought you had to change a few times. Like I just feel like it's a bigger issue, not in a scare you sort of way. Does that make any sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, I don't want this to scare you, but it's something to that effect. But okay, perfect. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in so much.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks so much. Have a good night. All right. Welcome back, guys. So thanks for listening here with me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on When Spirit Speaks on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. We are still taking live medium readings. I think somebody did just call in. So it's tough with that one line. People keep calling in, and then they're saying that we have no, it's tough. So if you are listening to me, I love when people tell me little stories about their past loved ones when I connect with them. It's cute because it makes me kind of gives me the chills, gives you the chills, which is one thing I always want to tell people when you're trying to connect to your own past loved ones. Just really pay attention to the little things, I guess. Like people are always like, oh, show me the biggest sign ever that my loved one is around me. And sometimes it really is just those chills. It's, the hairs in the back of your neck. It's the hairs in your arm. It's just feeling a little cold. Or me, I can give you a million things, but the heart palpitation you just had with that last woman, sometimes like when it's not you, and then it's like, oh geez, but like Uncle Frank passed away from a heart attack, and that's that I feel like he was around me or something like that. Or did their name pop in your head? Or I try to give people a bunch of different ways to just know that their loved ones are around them while they're going on here. Joey's chatting with me. All right, so we do have a caller on the line. All right. LJ?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. So LJ from Concord. You're up in Concord?
Yep.
All right, cool. I like when my New Hampshire peeps call in just as much as I like when I get people from other states. I'm still trying to get, I don't know if you've been listening to my other shows, I'm trying to get all 50 states. So I'm doing really well. It's pretty awesome. So, all right. So LJ, I'm going to put you on a little musical hold here while I call in your family spirits. Okay?
Okay.
Family and friends. Okay. Hold on one sec. All right, LJ. You ready?
Yep.
I always tell people to get out like a notepad or something like that so they can write stuff down, just in case. So I have a woman here with you, or for you with me. She, I am getting a B name with her. I did hear Beverly. So when I get names, it's just either the first letter of their first name or the first letter of their last name.
Okay.
Or somebody living that could be bumping you over to them. But she is older. She's talking really fast. So I'm like, okay, you need to calm down for me. And she's making my heart do like a different thing. So hers is more like, or my chest is like kind of tight in the sense that it's like, what am I trying to say here? Like more of a, that anxiety, jittery, nervous, anxiety, but it's more like I feel like it's like an all over the place, like just go, 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 go sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. I try to like on my different chest tightenings that happen. So she keeps like, she's, oh gosh, I feel like she's super cool, this lady, in the sense that she just keeps showing me like, and this is cool because I never get like motorcycle stuff, but she's showing me, she's talking about a motorcycle, but I feel like it's more like, I don't even want to interpret, but I feel like it's like, I don't know if she's looking at pictures or it's a picture on a wall or something like that, but then she's like showing me that, and then she's showing me like knitting, like she's just, I feel like she's showing me these two very separate things, like she's that kind of woman, just like an all around kind of lady, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Do you have any idea who this might be?
No.
That's okay.
I think, but yeah.
Okay, cool. No, yeah, I always tell people, like, sometimes it's when you're listening right now, and then because I call in all like family and friends and spirits, so usually like a week later people are like, oh my god, I figured it out. Let me keep going with her. I keep hearing like stamping, which I don't think I've ever heard before. So, but I feel like it's the you know what stamping is, right? Like, like, does it make sense at all? Like the pictures on, like, literally in the stamps, put in the ink and like put on paper, but they have a million different, like, I guess, sizes and shapes and pictures and stuff like that.
Okay.
She keeps showing, so I'm not sure if that's something that you're getting into or somebody living as well or something, but she's showing me that. I feel like she's saying she wasn't very good at it or what, but it's just something she enjoyed doing. but I feel like there's just this huge table in front of her of some sort, and there's like, it's just all, I'm gonna say haphazard, but there's just like more like artsy stuff. Like I can kind of see her knitting sitting in one section, and it's like a bunch of little stamps sitting in another section, and then like I can see like painting brushes and stuff sitting over here, and then colored pencils and crayons in one little corner. You know, it's like, it just like she would just kind of sit there and be like, what do I want to do right now?
Okay.
And she just keeps being like haphazard for sure. Like it was all over the place. Like she had no, I don't say rhyme or reason, but she definitely she's saying like she liked the clutter is what she's saying. She's like, like kind of like just like I liked it being cluttered. She did go back to that B name again, so that one's definitely important whenever you figure that one out.
Okay.
She's telling me the number 7 as well. So 7 can mean like lucky number 7 when I get it. It can mean, you know, July, so birthdays, death days, anniversaries, hers or yours. Or literally the number 7. I'm kind of seeing it on like a mailbox, you know, so it could just literally mean like the actual number 7 could be important to people, you, her.
Okay.
Let me see what else she'll tell me. The short ones are super quick, so I mean like they're tough to get a bunch of stuff real quick. She's showing me like knitting this is a little odd, but kind of funny at the same time. It's almost like it's this coat, and then she knit like this, like not the sleeve, but just the little part at the end that like goes on to your wrist. Does that make sense?
The cuff.
Like yes, thank you. I'm like, what word am I trying to say? Yeah, like she just knit the cuff part, like, and somehow attached it to this coat, because they're definitely very different materials to me.
Okay.
But I feel like she's showing me that, like that could at least pinpoint you to something, you know, like to some person. And I feel like she is at least one generation like away from you, sort of thing. If not like a if not like a great aunt sort of thing, you know, like something like that. Like she's showing me that she's a couple generations or something, like just from you. She keeps showing me this she's showing me a picture, and it almost looks like it's a classroom picture. Like, you know, when there's like 3 like rows of kids, you know, like and they all they just look like kids to me. So I'm not sure if she's like kind of saying to you, like maybe she was your teacher or something like that. But because I've had people's 2nd grade teachers come in. So but that's the picture she's showing me. Like I can just see these like 3 rows of children sort of thing. So I thought it was like one that she might be in, and she could still be in it. But I think that was supposed to jog your memory more so than anything. All right, let me get a quick little message from her. Yeah, I heard like art teacher. So I'm not sure if you had an art teacher that you could even remember, but I don't know, maybe she was or not. But anyway, that popped in my head. So okay, let me see what she says. She's really she wants you to kind of dig deep for your like creative side. I feel like she's saying to me that you haven't, I don't want to like seen that girl in a while is kind of how I'm hearing it. Like you haven't, I'm even going to say like you haven't talked to her in a while. Like it's, you know, like it's this different part of your soul you haven't reached back into in a while. So she wants you to tap into that.
Okay.
And almost like I'm getting the chills like from myself, which is nice. I like when I get the chills for someone. You know, I kind of even see you just wandering down like, you know, one of these craft stores or something, and really just kind of going in there with an open mind, in the sense that like you don't even know what's going to catch your eye, you know, just you're going to kind of feel what resonates with you, in the sense of like chills or I'm even going to throw out tears. I have no idea. Like I literally cried in the middle of a store the other day because I touched something and it just like brought, I don't even know, it just brought all these emotions to me because that's my life these days. But it's really beautiful though. So it was just this moment and he's like, oh my gosh, okay, I need to get this for my friend or whatever. Right. But I feel like she's really saying it's going to potentially, it could be even a moment like that. When pretty much when you see whatever you need to like buy to bring out that part of your soul that you haven't, touched in a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, that doesn't make much sense to you right now, or if it does or doesn't or what, but
To think on it for a while.
yeah, it's beautiful either way, so I'm enjoying it and I got the chills, so it's like, oh, it's sweet. Yeah, so write that all down, LJ. I'm really glad you called. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. All right. So you're listening to When Spirit Speaks with me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And I just did another live reading there. It's so funny. Alyssa's gone, so I get to talk for the next 6 minutes by myself. So, or I can do something there with that. Yeah, guys. So how do how do people talk to your loved ones? That's the one I really want to get out there to people. Or balancing your chakras. So it's like I have a website. It is my name, StephanieDamboise.com. So Steffanie with 2 F's, Damboise, DAMBOISE.com. And then I have a YouTube station. So it's, just my name, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium. Same sort of thing. So Facebook page, just same thing, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium. Like my page. Check it out. All these ways you can get in touch with me and help me on my journey. I'd really love some love, I guess, on that stuff because I really want to help people to balance their chakras and get themselves in check because I have had this, living this life with all these feelings inside of me that I didn't know were mine or weren't mine or anything like that. So I really want to help all my friends and my family and people I don't even know to really check it out. My first YouTube video is up and it is just 3 simple ways to balance your chakras. So, and I come from this standpoint of I am just me. So I'm not like a Reiki master teacher and I'm not a yoga instructor. I like to drink beer and play sports and lift heavy things. I don't really know. I just try to be genuinely me so anybody else can do it too if I can do it. So and just I try to talk about anything that will help you guys out, just any weird things that I see or feel in all my videos. I have a bunch of them recorded, so I just wrote my first blog, got that out on my YouTube page with that video. So the 3 simple ways to clear balance your chakras. So check out all the rest of my videos that are going to be coming out there, guys. And I've been doing medium readings on here, and I did some oracle card readings today, so I definitely do both of those. I also do Akashic Records readings, which is really just tapping into your soul's journey on this life, because I really feel like your soul's just here to learn and grow and kind of evolve with everyone that we meet and with our family and our friends. And I can help you out with your life purpose, and I can help you kind of just figure out why, say why you're here, but why you've met the people that you have. And we can kind of talk about past lives even and how that's affected, how that life maybe affected your life now. So just a lot of cool things. I've also been doing house clearing. So if you just bought a house or if you know somebody that's in a new apartment or anything like that, I can just come in and I just kind of clear out any negative energy or potential spirits that are in there. I seem to be getting a lot of calls for those with some kind of crazy ones. So somebody had they'd go into the bathroom, then they'd come back out in the kitchen, all the cupboard doors would be open, and the chair that was in the kitchen had been like dragged down the hallway. So and then she was in the shower one time and she had like her little speaker in the shower that just got picked up and thrown across the bathroom while she was in the shower. So yeah, some crazy stuff. And I have another friend that just called and said he got like dragged out of his bed and down the hallway. Yeah, like crazy stuff. So, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to go on in there and clear it out. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of house clearing. So yeah, I know, Joey, it's intense. So yeah, just come in there and I do say some prayers and I bring some stuff. And yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So Steph, I think you gotta throw the whole house away if you're getting dragged out of bed like that. Jeez.
Yeah, that was a friend of a friend. Like he was just having a bad time. Yeah, he said he got pulled out of his bed and dragged. I haven't done that one yet because he's out of town for work. So, but I told him like several things to do just to get him feeling better. Like, and I felt horrible. I mean, this is a grown man crying on the phone with me because he's afraid, and I felt so horrible for him. So, but in the sense that I was really happy that my friend gave him my name and he called me, and I chatted with him for a little while and told him what to do to help him get through the night. Happens a lot. I've had a lot of people message me just the same sort of thing. You know, my daughter is seeing stuff and she doesn't want to go back in her room. You know, what can I do, Steph? So I always tell people to please message me if you're feeling that way, especially when your kids are involved, because that's just crappy when they feel that way, you know? So always shoot me a message on Facebook or a text or email. My email is my name, stephaniedamboise@gmail.com. So always ask me some questions. So, and then we'll be doing the same thing next week, guys, 8 to 10. Tell all your friends, do some live readings. We will do some card stuff. We'll pick the cards for guidance for the week. So thank you all so much for listening, and I will talk to you all next week.
You're listening to 1590 WSMN Nashua.
USA Radio News with Robin Walensky.
Document